We don't. Yeah, you're definitely...
Well, I'm reading Josh's thing up here.
What's he saying?
He said he had a controlled burn here yesterday. I almost died.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go to sleep, Josh. Anyway.
Yeah, what do you got for us this morning?
Oh, my
Try not to put us to sleep.
I'm going to try not to, Hans, but my left eye feels like it's trying to go to sleep on you.
Well, look at your phone like you're looking through a squirrel gun. No, the other way.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. You didn't even have your story up, did you?
No,
I mean, that's okay.
I do. I got it right here.
All right. Is it a good one?
No concrete answer to why a girl was stuck on a sidewalk.
Ooh.
My goodness. Internet baffled by photo of girl seemingly stuck in the sidewalk. Okay. They're searching for a concrete answer. A trickster melted the internet's mind after posting a trippy, non-photoshopped image of a girl seemingly submerged in a sidewalk while playing outside. The perplexing photo surfaced on Reddit about 2 weeks ago, but is blowing up on Twitter as users fumble for an explanation of what exactly is happening. My daughters were the rest... Hold on, let me start all over. My daughter, where's the rest of her? Which then tantalized viewers with the cryptic question, oh, I see, do you?
So, yeah, it was an optical illusion.
Yeah, the Salvador Dali evoking snap posted by Reddit user MK24ever shows a little girl in pink seemingly buried up to her waist in concrete and stone. So she'd fallen into a sidewalk quicksand. Needless to say, the physics-defying optical illusion left social media sleuths scratching their heads. Your thoughts, Mr. Hans?
There's some weird-looking optical illusions out there.
Yeah.
Who do you think is better, Chris Angel, David Copperfield?
Ooh, Copperfield was pretty good.
He was really good, but so was Chris Angel.
I know.
I mean, Chris Angel's probably the more adult, weird-looking.
Yeah.
But David. So basically, this story. It looks weird. Like, how is she doing that? But, do you remember the old monks and they'd put their hand on top of the stick and they'd be reading and it looked like they were floating?
Yeah.
And then you actually found out that it was an optical illusion. They actually have a seat made out of this really, everybody's saying Copperfield. Yeah. David Copperfield. Yeah, really good. Does he still do shows?
I'm not sure.
He's got to be getting up there in age.
Well, he has to, yeah.
I always thought David Copperfield looked like Carmen.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying? I always thought that.
Yeah.
But I remember on TV as a kid.
Yeah.
David Copperfield.
Yeah, me too. He did
cool
specials.
Stuff. Right.
NBC.
No, I almost went and watched Chris Angel in Vegas.
Yeah.
Circus Soleil.
Yeah.
Was the one that had Chris Angel. However, it was a really long show, and I heard people say that it was way more artsy than it was cool.
Right.
Yeah, so Circus Soleil, yeah. Ginger Murphy, my mom always thought that he was hot. Well, if he could, make golden chips appear in front of you, I would, I would think that was hot. You?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what's not hot, though, and you tell me if there is any reason for this whatsoever. Folks, Ed, if you haven't done so, go over to thecostclub.com. Show everybody your shirt there, brother. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that is beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking about the shirt, not the face.
That's right. A little swollen over here.
Costclub.com, Spreely.video. That's kind of where we hang, right?
It is.
And then over the top, Roku, Fire TV, all that. YouTube, Facebook, D-Live, Twitch.
Yes.
We're all them places. But Twitch does something weird. If you're on Twitch and you start commenting, we don't see it here.
No.
Isn't that different, odd?
Yeah.
So you said that you knew something about this. Hospital amputates the wrong leg of a patient.
Yeah, it happened to a family member.
What happened? Tell me.
A great aunt of mine, I think it was a great aunt. My uncle, I guess, got his leg cut off. It was the wrong one, just like this.
How do you do that?
They ended up having to cut both of them.
I know this sounds crazy, but you know somebody where they cut the wrong leg off.
Yeah.
This story, now I don't know anybody where they cut the wrong something off, but I do know somebody. Hello, Craig. I do know somebody that had the wrong tooth pulled.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy, right?
It is.
It's like I knew the guy who was going to work had a terrible, terrible toothache, wanted his tooth pulled. He went and he paid extra money to go into the dentist. Mary Waller was the dentist out of southern Wisconsin. She pulled the wrong tooth. So he sent him back and he's like, I shouldn't be in this much paid the next day. He's like, something's wrong. Went back in, pulled the wrong tooth.
Jeez.
Listen to this. An Austrian hospital has amputated the wrong leg of a patient, blaming human error for what is called a tragic mistake. So think about it. At least if you're going to get one leg cut off, you'd be able to be somewhat mobile.
Right.
Because you're going to have one good one.
Yeah.
However, if you cut the right or the good leg off, you're going to have to cut the other leg off, right?
Right.
Which means you're wheelchair bound.
Yep.
That'd be hard to take.
It would be.
It says the elderly patient is suffering from many illnesses. The Frostite Clinic in a town of the same name near the Czech border said in a statement, previous sicknesses have affected his lungs to the point that his left leg required amputation. So I'm gonna go on a limb here, and I'm gonna say that it's either lung cancer or it was diabetes.
Yeah,
and wasn't getting the proper oxygen, so his leg got bad. We are deeply shocked that on Tuesday, May 18th, despite quality assurance standards, the wrong leg of an 82-year-old man was amputated, the clinic said, adding that the mistake was first noticed during a bandage change on Thursday morning. Okay, so not only did they do that, they didn't know until a nurse was changing a bandage. Something's wrong there.
There is.
Maybe this doctor's getting paid too much.
Yeah.
You know, I know mistakes happen, but this is a pretty major mistake.
That's a very major mistake.
You know what I'm saying?
And I remember when that happened, they had a major lawsuit against the hospital on that. So.
But did they ever get anything?
Yep.
See, here's the thing. They give us numbers, okay? Like, if you cut off a finger, your finger is worth this much. If you cut off a hand, it's worth this much. And it's not very damn much.
Yeah.
You
but
can't.
It's medical malpractice, what it's called.
Right. Well, and because of our politicians, they can knowingly do something wrong and they don't have to pay nothing.
Yeah.
You know, because you're only worth this much.
Yeah.
Well, how much did you make before? You know, it's like an 18-year-old gets his hand cut off. Well, how much did you make before? Well, you're in our lowest bracket because you weren't a top earner. You know, it kind of feels like you're in the mob. You know, how were you a good earner? And if that person dies and you got to take care of the family, what kind of money do they get? Well, it's a reflection of what the earner was making.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, but the politicians, you know, tort reform. They always say tort reform. That's what it is.
Yep.
For things like this, because they might have said, well, sir, your leg was only worth, you know, $80,000. So that's going to buy you 2 years of good hospital visits and maybe a fancy wheelchair. And past that, sorry, angry, right?
Yeah.
Man, you're going to fall asleep. Actually, Josh said, Josh was on, he's like, Dan's going to fall asleep.
No, that ain't, you guys don't understand. When you get allergies, your eyes start swelling, man.
Oh, it's not the allergies.
Oh,
No. I mean, it's the allergies for you. They're just talking about the lack of interaction and the funny Dan. We got the tired Dan today.
Well, I don't know if it's tired. I just aggravated.
Well, why? Because you can't see?
Yeah.
You're like half squint?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I mean, if you were an Indian, we could call you Squinto.
Pinto.
So we went down to Branson.
Yeah.
Had a good time. Took some pictures, did a live.
Yeah, I did a live off of Spreely.
Yeah, so when you went down there before, you and your son, it was completely
Everything
dead.
was closed. Yeah.
And now, literally yesterday, there was only half of it opened up on the main drag. But there was still a lot of people.
Yeah.
There was still people on vacation there, too.
Yeah, we got to go to the museum down there. It was pretty cool, too.
As a matter of fact, the lady that was next to us had Illinois plates on. And she pulled up and she just backed in really fast.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, they're from Chicago.
Yep.
And then, they got out. One was wearing a Bears shirt and one was wearing a Cubs hat. I was like, I was right. You see?
Yep.
But knowing how to swerve in and out of traffic and back, that's important when you're in the city.
Oh,
so you can be able to park, get to where you're going, not have to walk 3 miles.
Yep.
But there was a lot of people. We counted how many different places from different states when we parked there.
Oh, my gosh.
There was a lot of different places.
I saw New York.
New York, Texas, Oklahoma.
Yep.
Yeah.
I might have been Utah also.
Well, I wonder how many of the crankers out there actually went and did something this weekend.
I don't know.
Hopefully all of them.
Yeah.
The one thing that I'm learning the older I get is that you can chase the dollar.
Yep.
And you're always going to chase it.
Yep.
Hopefully you have enough dollars to go enjoy yourself.
Yep.
And here's the thing. I've been what most people would call very well off. I've been dirt poor, broke,
right,
sleeping in a van. I've been everywhere.
Yep.
I've chased dollars and worked and worked and worked and worked. And then I've kind of just been like, not giving up work, but let the money find me. I'm telling you this. When you stop chasing the dollar finds you.
Yep.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird. Yep.
I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Ooh, Josh said he smoked a butt. That was good. He's got a nice setup. That Rectech.
Yeah.
So what else you got for today?
I've got...
I promise tomorrow, folks, I'm going to make sure that Dan drinks a lot of coffee.
Animal rights charities criticized The Offspring over video of chimp stripping.
What?
Yeah.
A chimp strip?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's kind of weird.
It is weird. Animal rights charities have criticized chart-topping Californian punk band The Offspring for using chimpanzees to act like humans, including in a strip club, in their latest music video. Save the Chimps, a Florida-based sanctuary for chimpanzees that have been involved in scientific research and entertainment industry and elsewhere, described the video as animal exploitation at its worst. Earlier this week, PETA complained of egregious exploitation. Egregious. I always do that. Exploitation of chimpanzees by the video producers. The band have not commented on that criticism. The Guardian has contacted them via their UK representatives. The video is for the song We Never Have Sex Anymore, taken from the Offspring's 10th studio album, Let the Bad Times Roll, which reached number 3 in the UK charts in April. Your thoughts, Mr. Hans?
Well, I kind of like The Offspring.
Yeah.
The kids aren't all right.
Yeah.
I like The Offspring.
Yeah.
Some people take this overboard. Yeah. It's funny that people like PETA.
I know.
It's funny that they do the things that they do. I'll give you an example. They went up and they wanted to show clubbing up on the ice.
Yeah.
Is it the baby sea lions?
Yeah.
They couldn't find anybody. They had all this money invested in renting the ship and the camera gear, So they actually had one of their people go out and club this thing to death, spin it around, throw the blood all over, simply so they could take some footage of this. So they're doing what they're rallying against.
Yeah.
Kind of seems like politics today. They say one thing, but then do the exact same thing that they've been railing on.
Yeah.
And so monkeys. Okay. How long have we watched monkeys be in show business?
A lot.
Left Turn, Clyde. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
BJ and the Bear.
Right. Now, are they being treated well? Are they not being? There's a thing there.
Right.
However, I think somebody's just whining to whine.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't remember what show it was, but it had the monkey and he smoked. Do you remember that?
I'm not sure.
Do you remember it was something X? Where he had to break the monkeys out of the test facility and they were, going to send them up and...
Oh, Planet of the Apes.
No, it wasn't Planet of the Apes. It was something X. It had the guy...
I know.
What is it? The guy from Ferris Bueller.
I know.
He saved the monkey.
Yeah.
You remember it became his friend, but it happens all the time. Yeah. And kittens and dogs. I'm not condoning it. So
right.
I think somebody just used this because Offspring's popularity.
Right.
to draw attention to something.
Pretty much. That's how PETA works.